Hey everybody, it's Kaboom, and today I'm going to show you how to build this automatic door that's super easy and really fun and will look good in front of any of your base builds. As you can see, I've been playing around with a bunch of different designs and swivels and all kinds of different things, and at the end of the day I came up with this fun little design here. Super easy to build, and I think you'll really enjoy adding this into your custom builds in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started building. For this build, I'll be using the Majestic Manors and the Shogun Palace, and I will also be using the utility and vehicles. First thing you're going to want to do is figure out where you want this door at in your build, and once you figure out where that is, you're going to put down two 16 by 2 by 1s. These will be coming out. These are just measuring devices. Once we do that, we're going to grab the free spinning swivel, and we're going to put one there and one there. And now we're going to knock this out. Now we're going to grab a 4 by 4 by 1 floor, and we're going to center it on both these swivels like that. Now we're going to grab a half wall, and we're going to center it on both of these floors like that. Now we're going to put in a full piece on top of here. I'm going to use these pillars from the Shogun set. I think they look really cool. Just going to make sure they're facing out like that they're matching each other. Now I'm going to grab the 16 by 2 by 1 floor piece from the Shogun floors. And I'm just going to fly up here so you can see that they're flush with that piece right there. And now I'm going to grab this 3 by 16 by 12 wall piece. Again, you can use any pieces you want to use. That's the really cool part about this design, is literally you could use castles, or beachy, or salty sea, which is what I did over here, because we're currently building over in the Craftopia SMP. So make this thing as custom as you want it. All right, for this next part, we're gonna grab a 6 by 2 by 1, and we're just gonna put 4 of these down on top of each other. And then we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna do the same thing. And now we're gonna come over here and do it on this side of this pillar. It doesn't matter which pieces you use, just needs to be a 6 by 2 by 1. Now we're gonna grab the small thrusters, and we're gonna put 2 of them on like this. And then we're gonna come over here and put 2 on like this. Now we're gonna grab the half wall again. We're just gonna move that in till it turns red, and then move it out till it turns green. And then we're gonna go 1, 2, and then we're gonna go 1, 2. Since I'm gonna have these doors opening this way, this is gonna swing and it's gonna stop when it hits this piece here. Now we're just gonna put one of these on the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2, place. Okay, now we're gonna push on this right here. It's very important that you do this part, because if you don't, you could accidentally attach this piece to this flooring and it would pop everything off. And that's never a good noise. All right, now we have those opened. We're gonna come over here, basically do the same thing. Red, green, and then go 1, 2, 1, 2, bam. And repeat, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Now we can just push and check these out, make sure everything is working the way that it should be. There's that. There's that. Looking good. Looking good. All right. Okay, now we're going to grab a half wall, and we're going to center this. As you can see, I got 4 studs on the right, 4 studs on the left, and I'm into this piece right there. So, and from the green position, we're going to come back 3 studs. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to come over here, and right here on the edge of this piece, we're going to put one there. Should be lined up like that. Then we're going to grab this 2 by 4 by 6, put one in there, and put one in there. Now you can come back in here and test it if you want. You just want to make sure you got enough space on both sides of this so it doesn't hit the walls and it can turn freely. Now personally, I like to come down here because I don't really like trying to work my way down. So I'm here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, like that. Snap a 2x4 on both ends. Then I'm going to grab my 2x16 again. And put one there. And now I can fill this in. And then it looks like we need a 6 to go in there, which is right there. If you did everything right, it should go together perfectly like that. If you're off a little bit, then you might have one of those inner pieces off. So just double check all that. Okay, so before we close this off, we're going to come over here. We're going to put this thruster on 1. And we're going to put this thruster on 1. That's going to be the closing mechanism. And then we're going to come over here, put this thruster on 2. And then we're going to put this thruster on 2, which will be the opening mechanism. Now we're going to grab an 8x8x1. And we're just going to fill this in all the way across. And then we're going to fill it in on the back side also. Then we're going to grab an 8x2x1 and stick one in there. And stick one in over here. Now we're going to grab the 8x8x1 again, and we're going to fill this one in. And we're going to fill this one in. Now we got another 8x8x1, and we're going to go 2 spaces over. 1, 2. Like that. So you'll have a square going around the hole. 1, 2. Perfect. And then you'll grab the 8x2x1s and you'll just fill this part in on its own. Okay, now we're going to finish this out by putting a 6x2x1 in there. And a 6x2x1 right here. And there we go. The majority of the door is done. Now we just need to insert the floor. You're going to grab a 16x16x1 and you're going to go ahead and place that down. Then you're going to place another floor attached to the bottom. And then you're going to do a third one like that. And then we're just going to go ahead and attach that there. And we're going to jump up here like this. Then we're going to grab these trigger plates and we're going to put down 4 of these going across like that. Then we're going to grab our 16x16x1 and we're going to stick it down like that. Perfect. Now, what number did I have for open and closing? I forget. All right, these first 2 trigger plates, we're going to turn channel 2 on. And then these are going to be channel 1, like this. And then we're going to grab a fence, and we're going to center this right here on the middle of the plate. And what this is going to do is it basically is going to force you to pick a side. And it's going to let you know, okay, I need to go on this side to close it. And I need to come to this side to open it. Now we're just going to repeat the same thing over here. And you may be asking yourself, Kaboom, why don't you put those plates closer to the wall? Well, the reason why I moved these this far away is so you have time for the thrusters to cycle. So when you trigger one side and you run through and it triggers the other side, you have enough time for the doors to actually close behind you. So I definitely would recommend not moving this any closer than this. And basically, you're just going to be doing the opposite of what's on this side. So these are 1. So we'll come over here and set these to 2. And we'll set these to 1. Add your floor in. Put in another fence. Let's go and add another floor there. And we'll add another floor there. Okay, now that we have the doors basically done, we have one more thing we need to do. We're going to put 2 temporary pieces up top. It doesn't really matter as long as you can snap on a pressure plate to it. Now we're going to grab an 8x2x1. And we're going to turn that piece sideways like that. And then we're going to bring it down so it's flush with the top of that wall. Now you're going to grab a 6, turn it, and snap it in. So basically it's a 14, but we don't have 14, so you got to use 2 pieces. If you put on a 16, it's way too long and it drags on the ground. But I love the way that trims that door out like that. I think that makes it look really good. And we're just going to repeat that here on this side. And there you go. Your super easy automatic doors that you can put in your world or in front of any of your bases. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me the biggest of favors and hit that like button. It really helps me and the channel out. As always, may the bricks snap in your favor. And until next time, bye!